FightHype.com here with multi-division world champion Shakur Stevenson. Shakur, man, you've been a hot topic here lately, bro. Like, I know you've been doing interviews left and right. Obviously, I'm gonna touch on the Devin Haney fight, of course. You were there, you saw it live, you got in the ring with him. But before I get to it, what's good with you? Like, what's been going on? Like you just back in the gym doing your thing?
Yeah, I just been training. Like I think right now I've been just so focused. I've been thinking about just boxing. When I come home, I'm watching boxing. When I'm leaving the house, I'm going to the gym. I've been sparring. I just been staying in shape and just staying ready. And by the time they give me a date, I'm ready to turn it up another level.
Yeah. Eat, sleep, and breathe boxing, living that fighter's life. So yeah, that's a good thing. Do you stick to a strict diet and stuff like when you ain't got to fight or nah?
Yeah, I do now. I do now, but every other day I go out and eat some bad food, some at like a Mexican restaurant or some Popeyes. Like it's just depending on how I'm feeling that day, but mainly on a regular day basis, I'm eating real good, organic cooked food.
Yeah, yeah. My man said Popeyes. You try that new Popeyes biscuit they got, that little cherry biscuit?
Nah, I ain't really a big fan of the biscuits. I'm more so like I like their
The chicken sandwich? Yeah,
sandwich fries, all that.
yeah, it's on. Yeah, I can't lie. They got a good sandwich there. They do got a good
Fire,
sandwich for sure, for sure. But let's just jump right to it, man. These people that
fire for sure.
they ain't tuning in to hear us talk about Popeyes and whatnot. They want to get to the juice. So let's just get right to it. Obviously, you were at the fight. Obviously, you made your statements afterwards. I don't think you said the word robbery, but I do think you felt like Lomachenko won the fight. Um, have you had a chance to rewatch the fight at all? Like, do you still feel like Lomachenko won the fight?
Yeah, I rewatched it like several times. I watched that fight a bunch of times already, but um, my opinion is definitely closer than it is than what I felt it was at the arena. Like watching on TV is closer than it was at the arena. But I either got it a 6-6 draw or I got 7-5 Lomachenko.
Mm, mm.
But some of them rounds is just like it's so many swing rounds where it's like you don't know who to get around to. So it was a close fight overall, to be honest.
Yeah. So when you're actually at the fight, like when you're watching a fight, are you keeping track of each round, or is it just kind of like a general, like a feel, like yeah, he got those rounds, and the other one got these rounds, and this is how I feel, the fight came out.
Now at the fight, it was more so like a who's winning. Like you look at it and think in your brain who's winning. Like that's how I really was looking at it. But then I went home and like I told you, I'm like a student of the game, so I'm like I get my own notepad out and I judge every round. And when I'm judging the rounds, I'm 10 on that round, or I'm just judging off of who I felt won the round. And I'm just doing the judge's job. So I saw a 6-6, a draw for like the first time I watched it. Second time I saw it 7-5 Lomachenko. Then I saw it 7-5 Lomachenko again. And then I saw the draw again. So it was like back and forth in that atmosphere. I ain't never really like give Devin the fight. But at the end of the day, when you fighting a champion, you gotta beat the champion. So he ain't convincingly just beat the champion.
Mm,
And
mm.
he took a lot of rounds off. That was his real problem. He took rounds off when he playing defense.
Yeah, he even admitted to that. He even said, he gave up the 12th round. So, and that's definitely not something you want to do in a nip and tuck fight like that. Um,
Facts.
so when you were watching it though, I mean, rewatching it, um, was there anything that you saw? I mean, obviously, without getting into the specific details, but just the rounds that you did feel like Lomachenko was winning. Um, like what exactly was it that you felt like got him over the hump in those rounds? Was it his activity? Was it just the cleaner punches that landed?
Cleaner. It was more so the cleaner punches. That's what I really judge a fight off of.
Mm,
And like with Devin, his punches, they was like some clean punches and some was like halfway getting through. And that's like to the body.
mm,
But with like Lomachenko, when he touched Devin, it was more so like snapping his head back.
yeah.
And you could clearly see he landed like the shots. Like it was clear as day he landed the shot. So I think like the rounds that I seen Lomachenko winning, you could just tell like he landed the cleaner shots.
Hmm. Yeah, you could definitely see like when Devin's head snapped back, you could see all his hair just flying. He might want to shave that down for the next fight so he don't give it away. But you've been in with both of them. I mean, obviously it was a little while ago. So they both changed, I'm sure, since then. But how much do you think the two of them changed? Like has Lomachenko regressed since you were in there with him? Is he starting to show his age? And has Devin gotten better since you were in, or is he about the same? Like what do you think from what you saw?
From what I saw, like from the time I sparred Lomachenko, I think Lomachenko, I mean, he's good, but it's like he's slowing down. Like he's later on in his career. And like with Dev got better. Dev got a lot higher boxing IQ now than he had before. So
Yeah,
Dev got better.
yeah. You say he got better, but I also know you said you saw a lot of flaws. are
For sure.
are they kind of the same, things that you felt like were there when you did spar him, or are they different now?
Nah, it was more so like now it's like it's clear as day you can see the flaws. Like it's clear as day out in the open. Before it's like, he wasn't fighting on TV. I went and sparred them, saw some things, but it ain't really like, I kept it moving. But now it's like you get to watch it right now. I went to the ring and watched it like live. So it's like shit. You see it. And you get to watch him over and over. And even before the fight, I went and watched his fight with Jojo Diaz.
Mm,
And I had seen like, okay, yeah, Lomachenko gonna give him some trouble.
mm,
Because before I was saying he was gonna smoke him, but then like my opinion got like switched as I really started watching Dev and Lomachenko. When I seen him fight JoJo, I said, "Oh yeah, this gonna be a harder fight than what I thought." But I was just judging it off of Lomachenko fighting Ortiz, and I guess I was wrong to do that.
mm, mm. So, I mean, I know you're going to activate the mandatory to get your shot. I'm just curious though. Um, do you think Devin should possibly run that back with Lomachenko? I mean, obviously, you're like, no, he should run that back with me, but just because of the controversy that happened and everything, like if the shoe was in the if you were in that position, right, and there were a lot of people like, nah, he didn't win that. Is that something you would want to do? Would you want to run it back immediately? Kind of like Floyd did when there was all that controversy about the Castillo fight.
Okay, I'm gonna give you my opinion based off if I'm Devin, because like in my shoes, like I want that fight with me and Dev. I think that would be the big fight to make right now, and all
For
eyes
sure.
on that fight. But
For sure.
if I'm in his shoes, it's a challenge regardless because it's like, me in front of him, I would be like, yeah, I want to fight me. But then it's still the fact that you just fought this dude and it wasn't like a clear
Mm,
victory. It was more so like a up in the air type fight. So if I was him, I would run it back for sure. For
mm,
sure, we got to run that back, especially if I plan on fighting at 35 again. I would probably have to run it back if I was in his shoes.
mm. But does that bother you, as fighters, when you do see people critiquing it and kind of say, oh, he didn't win that, it was a robbery. Like, does that bother you? Like, would that affect you, or do you just be like, nah, I don't care what they say, I got the win and I'm
Nah,
keeping it
that
moving?
I'm competitive. I'm competitive. So I'm
Mm,
telling you now, that will affect me for sure. Like
mm,
me hearing that would be like, oh, okay, now I gotta show them. Like same thing with Floyd. Like when he fought Castillo again, he went and fought him again. because of what everybody was saying, and he dusted him. So I would have to show like, okay, even with Andre Ward when he fought Cole at the first fight,
Yeah.
close fight. After the fight, he went in for the rematch with him, and he dusted him off. So me just knowing the greats that done it in the sport of boxing, I would look at it like, yeah. But I'm just speaking from a perspective where I'm keeping it 100. I got to keep it 100 on the subject.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, I will be like, yeah, let's run that shit back.
Yeah, that's that competitive gene in you. I mean, that's what all the greats have in them. You know what I'm saying? Like they really want to prove I am the best. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get that. I get that. Me personally, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, man, I don't care what them people say. I got my win. I'm on to the next one. But nah, I definitely get it, man. It's a
Nah,
competitive
this is
drive.
sport. It's a
Mm-hmm.
sport. It's a sport. So, the biggest thing in sports is competition and competitiveness. So me, I'm at the highest level when it comes to that. So I will definitely be like, shit, let's do that again.
Yeah, but I think that's important that you said that, man, that it's a sport because I think, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm all about getting the paper, I'm all about getting that money. But I do think sometimes, you know, some fighters forget that it is a sport and there is a competitiveness to it. It's not just about, getting the highest purse or doing the most pay-per-view buys and all that stuff. It's about proving you're the best.
That's because people get the Mayweather era mixed up where they think Floyd was just about that. But like truth be told, Floyd was about that, but he was about the legacy too. He was about the sport. He was about the sport. He cared about what people said about him in the Madonna fight, the first fight. He cared about what people said about him in the Castillo fight. No matter if he said it or not, truth be told, he did because he felt he wanted to rematch them for himself. So
Right.
that's just more so being a great. I think
Mm-hmm.
that comes with being a great. If you're a great, you have fights like that, you run that back.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know. Again, it's the competitiveness. I know Floyd got it. I know Dre. You can't even play tic tac toe with Dre. You can't get a win against him in tic tac toe without him getting pissed and wanting to. Nah, you can't leave. We got to do this again. So, yeah, that's that. I think that's kind of what separates the great ones from the good ones. 100%.
For
Um,
sure.
yeah. So, you got up in the ring with them. I don't know if that was that pre. I mean, it seemed looked like maybe it might be premeditated. Like maybe the company thought it would be a good idea to have you two up there, or did you just boss up in there like, yo, I got to see this dude? No,
Come on now, let me like keep it 100 because
of course.
people just get up here and cap. So I'm gonna be 100 about the story. I feel as though that's what they do. How many times we done seen Dev jump in the ring on somebody? Like I seen him jump in the ring with Ryan Garcia. I
Yep.
seen him jump in the ring with Lomachenko.
Yep.
Then I get it done with my fight. Dev hit pops T up there on Texas. So it's like, what up? I bet that's what y'all want now. I'm on the same thing. What up? Especially once his pops started a beef with somebody like me. Once you start talking about me, now it's like, what up?
Mm, mm. So
So
what
that's all
happened?
that was. But
So, but what happened? Like, I mean, it looked like it was so quick. I mean, I know you were in there. I think there's like this iconic picture of you where, you kind of have this look on your face, like you look like you across the ring, just kind of looking at them, like I see you, I see you. So, like, did y'all speak? I mean, I know something was said. If I remember correctly, something about he said I'm number one or something like that, and you were like for now, but like did they just bug out with the quickness once you were there?
yeah, I don't know what that was. It was weird because Bill ain't say a word to me. He
Mm,
didn't say one word. He didn't even look my way, my direction. Dev said something, but Dev said I'm number one. He got to walking. He got to like hurry up and leaving out the ring on some quick, like real quick. It wasn't like a interaction where we could, you know,
mm-hmm.
talk our shit or however it was gonna go. However it was gonna you feel me? Like however it was gonna go from there, we didn't really get to do all that because he kind of hurry up and got out the ring. So
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I really ain't care about it. It's just more so the fact that I came in there to see what he was on. Like that's all I really cared about. Just seeing what type of time he was on. You undisputed champ. your pops keep talking a certain way, so now you gotta live up to what he's saying.
Do you read into the actions of that, like the how quickly they left and everything? Like can you take anything away from that? Like, yeah, they don't really want this.
Nah, I seen the energy. It like the thing is, it's all about energy at the end of the day.
Mm,
If it was me, my energy wouldn't have been that. My energy would have been I'm on BS. But him, you could tell like his energy was like more so like a moving away energy. He ain't really want that type
mm,
that smoke. Like that's what it seemed like. He didn't really want the smoke that came with it.
mm. Damn. Yo, do you think your relationship with them, I mean, obviously it has, but I remember the first time I spoke to you just, about Devin and Bill, and you know things were a little different then. Like you didn't really want to press anything or talk about fighting them, just because I remember you telling me about how you came up with them and how you rode to fights with them and stuff like that. It was just like a way more respectful, friendly relationship, it seemed like at that time. But now it's almost like now you like really pressing, I mean, not pressing where you like chasing after them, but just like at the fight, you went up in the ring and was like, what's up, and they were like, nah, we good.
Yeah.
So like, do you feel like that energy, that relationship has changed since back when I first talked to you?
I honestly, Dev used to be my friend. Like
Mm,
I used to be friends with Dev. Like I ain't. The thing is, like with everything that's going on, it's like something his father started. Like out of nowhere, like everything, me and him, Gucci. His father going like Instagram, get to popping crazy shit.
mm-hmm.
And once he got to talking, I was like, that's what it is. So, like I said, after we fight, maybe we could be cool. But as of right now, I ain't cool with none of them. Like I ain't really.
Mm,
If me and you got to fight, I'm not cool with you. I ain't got no friends with you. Especially when your father talking crazy stuff. Your father want to talk crazy. I'm gonna show his dad why I'm the truth. His dad know I'm the truth, and I'm gonna show him why. I'm gonna
mm.
show him. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show everybody. I'm gonna show all these fighters that I'm the best fighter at 135 pounds by far.
Ooh, he said by far. Sound like you trying to dominate these fights. Okay then. So yeah, look, I don't want to harp on Devin for the entire interview, but I did want to kind of just ask you like, what do you think the likelihood of him staying at 135 is? Like, do you think you'll actually get the shot at him? Like, do you think he'll want to do that fight, or do you think ultimately he's going to end up dumping the belts and just moving up to 140?
I don't know. I don't know. Because one minute he's saying something about 40, 47, and next minute he's saying he's staying at 35. So it's like hard to tell with him, his team. It's hard to like really give a real say so because it's like the way that they talk at one minute is like, oh, I've been making the weight for a long time. And the next minute is, oh, we're gonna be here at 35 or I'm staying at 35. So it's all up to them. I don't know. I would rather him stay so I could get a shot at four belts at one time. But I can't control what him and his team do.
Yeah, yeah. Either way, you're gonna activate that mandatory and get at least one of them straps. So that's what's up.
Yeah,
Um,
they said Lomachenko the number one at the weight now. They said that I'm not the number one no more. They moved me down to
Stop
number
it.
two.
No, that can't
Yeah,
be
for
right.
sure.
How is that even
I swear.
possible?
That's what I said. I just seen that. Hold on, I'll read it to you.
No, I'm not even. I can't even believe this. That must be a mistake.
Vasiliy Lomachenko has retained his position as the number one contender in the new WBC lightweight rankings following his defeat to Devin Haney. Shakur Stevenson is number two, so if Haney moves up to super lightweight, the WBC will most likely order Lomachenko versus Shakur for the vacant belt. That just
Uh,
got put out there.
I mean, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's cool, you know. I mean, that's fine. You fight Lomachenko for that,
It,
that's fine. But
yeah,
that's
no,
weird.
if
Like,
it,
how are you
it,
not the number one contender? Like, that's
it
like like he just had his
they,
shot and he
that's the
lost.
thing about the belts. I feel like that's why I be saying boxing like watered down because it's
Mm.
like they do what they want. Like it's
Yeah.
not like no structure to like what they really got going. It's more so like, okay, we do as we want. Lomachenko, you want this spot, here you go. Oh, this
Mm.
person, you want this spot, here you go. Like I think that's why I think that they watering down the sport.
Mm.
But it's cool, you know. I mean, honestly, I feel like if he do move up, I think me and Lomachenko will be a perfect fight.
Mm. Mm. Which one? Which one? Which? Well, I don't want to say which one do you think would be harder because that's kind of insulting a little bit. But which one do you think would be more fun for you? How about that? Do you think Lomachenko or the Devin fight?
I think more so the Devin. I
Mm.
think just because of Dev still got his zero. So
True.
I think what will make it fun is me taking his zero away.